It's hard to believe, but after 8 years, people who lost millions following a crypto scammer are finally going to get their money back. What's even weirder about the story is the scammer who convinced his followers to invest in a pyramid scheme also lost his money in a hack, and the FBI has now recovered it all. This is one of the wildest crypto scams of all time, and I've been covering it since before the crypto coin was even revealed to be a scam, all the way back in 2017. Needless to say, I never thought I would be doing an update like this. Now specifically, I'm talking about the crypto scam known as Bitconnect. For those who don't remember this, it was one of the first major scams in the crypto space, long before CryptoZoo and DinkDoinkCoin. In 2017, it claimed to have a crypto trading bot that would always make money, and if you bought their Bitconnect coin with Bitcoin and staked it on the platform, it would see a 1% return every single day. Most people should know that's not actually possible, but when you see scammers on YouTube showing the hundreds of thousands they claim to have made with the coin, it convinced a lot of desperate people to invest in the coin as well. Ultimately, there was no trading bot, and the Bitconnect team was just pulling a classic pyramid scheme by using the new crypto coming in to pay out the old investors. The scheme actually worked for nearly a full year, and YouTube was full of videos in 2017 of scammers promoting the pyramid scheme.
This is my Instagram introduction. It's been a while since I've posted, but I used to always post my Bitcoin wallet on there to show off. And my last time I posted said 4 Bitcoin. Now I have 54. And this is only about half of what I have. The other half is over here on Bitconnect, right? You want to check this out. This is where I earn all my Bitcoin. I don't buy Bitcoin, I earn it. Have 34 sitting there. I just earned another there, right? So you want to know about Bitconnect, you want to check out my YouTube.
All of this came to a crashing halt in January of 2018 when the Bitconnect team shut down the platform after receiving cease and desist letters from the states of Texas and North Carolina, as well as an investigation by the country of the United Kingdom. This caused the influx of new money to dry up, and they could no longer continue paying the old investors, so they ran away with what Bitcoin they could. In total, $2.4 billion was lost by those who had put money in the platform, and it became a worldwide story with multiple TV shows and YouTubers making memes about how insane the scam really was.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, Bitconnect?
Over the years, some of the money has been returned, but a lot of it is still missing, and the founder of Bitconnect went into hiding, and it's believed that he is holed up somewhere in the Middle East. Here in the United States, this has led to multiple lawsuits and arrests against many of the top promoters of Bitconnect. One of the top promoters of the platform was a YouTuber named Trayvon James, who made millions promoting Bitconnect on his channel, as well as other crypto scams. When the platform crashed in 2018, he tried to convince his followers that they didn't actually lose their money, before ultimately admitting they probably lost all their money in one of the most memed videos of 2018.
Everyone, listen up. You didn't lose your money. Now, you have your... Technically, you kind of lost your money.
Trayvon was sued by the SEC in 2021 for his part in promoting the crypto scam, and after failing to respond to the lawsuit, a default judgment of $3.5 million was issued against him in 2024. Trayvon for years has been telling people that despite making millions in crypto, all of it was stolen by a hacker, so he couldn't pay the fine. He told this to CoffeeZilla in an interview back in 2021.
The FBI wanted to talk about my stolen Bitcoin. So I got a whole nother stories. I got hacked for 111 Bitcoin. When Bitcoin was maybe about $7,000. I got hacked for 111 Bitcoin. A lot of people think I faked it, but the FBI and them, they know for sure that shit is gone. So I got hacked for 111 Bitcoin. And that's what they talked to me about. And they talked about Bitconnect a little bit. And then after that...
Wait. Hold on. That's $3 million. Right now.
Don't remind me.
Over
remind me, man. I try so hard not to about how much that shit is worth.
Oh,
I tried.
You got hacked for 111 Bitcoin?
Myself and many others didn't believe Trayvon when he said his crypto had been hacked, but it turns out, after recent court filings, that his crypto was actually stolen, and the Department of Justice has since recovered it. We'll go over that in detail after a word from today's sponsor. Managing multiple bank accounts and credit cards often feels less like financial planning and more like a chaotic balancing act. One missing detail and suddenly you're wondering how you ended up with 4 overlapping streaming subscriptions. That's where today's sponsor, Monarch Money, comes in. Think of it as the ultimate command center for your financial life. Monarch consolidates all of your scattered accounts into a single intuitive dashboard, no complex spreadsheets required. My personal favorite feature is the cash flow section. Once you link your accounts, Monarch provides a crystal clear breakdown of your monthly income versus your expenses. It's an eye-opening way to see exactly where your money is going. In my case, a surprising amount was dedicated entirely to emergency snacks. What sets Monarch apart is its sheer scale and intelligence. It syncs with over 13,000 financial institutions, meaning your banks and cards are almost certainly supported. The recurring charges tracker is a total game changer too. If a service quietly raises its price, Monarch alerts you immediately so you aren't caught off guard. Before using this, I was drowning in 20 to 40 fragmented alerts from various banking apps every month. Now Monarch filters the noise, giving me only the updates that actually matter, and keeping everything running like a well-oiled machine. There's a reason Monarch holds a 4.9 star rating on the App Store. They prioritize your security by using bank-level encryption and read-only connections, ensuring your data is protected while you maintain full control. Other companies make you the product and sell your data or pump their website full of ads, but that's not the case with Monarch. You are the customer and they make sure to always put you first. If you want to try it out yourself, scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description to get 50% off your first year. Thanks again to Monarch Money for sponsoring this video. After Bitconnect collapsed in 2018, there were a number of large promoters of the scam who all claimed their Bitcoin had been stolen. Another large influencer claimed this was one of Bitconnect's main promoters, Craig Grant.
I got hacked. It was my fault that I got hacked. I can't say call the police. I mean, I can if I want to. But why are you into crypto if you're going to call the police after getting hacked? That's like, you shouldn't even be in crypto. Listen, don't you know that the word unregulated means just that? You're responsible, man?
Trayvon did this as well, so many people believed that he was just lying so that victims who lost money wouldn't come after him. After a recent court filing, though, we can see that at least in that case, he was telling the truth about getting hacked. In 2019, the FBI arrested a hacker named Anthony Tyler Nashaka, who had hacked a crypto exchange and stolen the private keys of hundreds of users to steal millions of dollars worth of cryptocurrency. Anthony was arrested and eventually pled guilty to 1 count of wire fraud in 2021. A lot of the case is sealed, so we can't actually see all of the court filings, but one filing stands out where it tells Anthony that he can have no contact with the victims he scammed, and includes a list of their names, including a man named Trayvon Brown, which is the legal name of the YouTuber Trayvon James. Now, after the government issued a default judgment against Trayvon for not responding, he did eventually get a lawyer, and that lawyer has continued to try and delay the payment date for the $3.5 million that Trayvon must pay the courts. Initially, this didn't seem to make a lot of sense, but after it came to light that Trayvon's hacked Bitcoin had been found, it became clear why Trayvon's case was getting delayed. In January of 2026, the court ordered the hacker, Anthony, that he had to return Trayvon's stolen Bitcoin to him and must be done so within 45 days. Now, a couple things to note about this is that Trayvon, according to him, was initially hacked for 111 Bitcoin.
So I got hacked for 111 Bitcoin.
You got hacked for 111 Bitcoin?
As of the time of filming, that amount of Bitcoin would be worth about $7.3 million. It's unclear how much of that the hacker still had, as he was working with another hacker in the UK, so I don't know if Trayvon will be receiving all of that back. Another thing to note is that Trayvon must coordinate with the FBI to receive his stolen funds, and then must use the funds to pay his $3.5 million fine. So there is no chance he can just take the money back without them knowing and not pay what he was fined. If he does receive the full 111 Bitcoin back, then he would actually still have millions left over, even after paying the fine, since Bitcoin's value has gone up so much since that time. The DOJ has postponed trying to collect Trayvon's money until after the hacker returns his funds, with a new date in the case set for March 26, 2026. It's crazy to me that nearly a decade later, The government is still going after these criminals who promoted the scam, and does go to show that some of these newer crypto scams, while there might not be any current cases, could see some of these influencers have the book thrown at them years later. While victims of Trayvon James will most likely see some of their stolen funds this year, not all of the scammers have faced justice. One of the other biggest promoters of Bitconnect was Craig Grant. As I mentioned in a past video, Craig fled to Jamaica when the FBI tried to question him about the Bitconnect scam. In the early 2020s, they made a few attempts to serve him in Jamaica, but it seems like they have given up any real attempt to bring him to justice. It's not hard to find Craig Grant, as at one point he listed his home in Jamaica on Airbnb, so it's not like he's living a low-profile life. If the FBI or other countries wanted to bring him to justice, it would be very easy to do so, but for whatever reason there has been no movement in Craig's case since he fled the USA. Outside of the United States, criminals involved in the Bitconnect scam are still being prosecuted as well. In India, 11 police officers were sentenced to life in prison after they kidnapped a Bitconnect employee, held him at gunpoint, and forced him to transfer millions of dollars in Bitcoin to accounts they owned. That case concluded in September of 2025, so needless to say, while things do move slowly in the court systems, it seems like a lot of these criminals do eventually face justice. Let me know what you think about the victims of Trayvon James and Bitconnect finally getting their money back, and if any crypto scammers of the past couple years will eventually see the same fate as Trayvon. Let me know what you think below.